Hey everyone, Taku here and I hope you're doing well. And in this video I want to share with you which filter solution I chose for my camera. Now in order to do so, I wanted to explain to you why I went with that solution. And in order to do that, we go way back into when I was using Nikon's f-mount cameras and lenses. So back then, when I was using my f-mount 14 to 24mm lens, that lens is so large and bulky, with the front element being very bulbous, so you could not attach or a screw-on lens to that specific lens. You actually needed an adapter that was made specific to that lens. So when doing some research, I ended up finding that Lee Filters did in fact make their 150mm square lenses specific to the 14 to 24mm f-mount lenses. So I ended up getting that along with the Lee Big Stopper, which was their 10-stop ND filter. It worked great. There was a little bit of color cast, but other than that, everything was fine. Now over time, I ended up getting something else, the 6-stop ND filter at 150mm from Breakthrough Photography. Again, it worked perfectly fine as well. Now for my other lenses that were not the 14 to 24 and had a 77mm filter thread, I was using the B&W circular polarizer as well as one of their 6-stop ND filters. Again, these were screw-on filters for that specific lens, and again, no problems at all. There may have been a little bit of a color cast, but that's pretty much it. Now fast forward to when I switched from Nikon's f-mount to Z-mount lenses. Now we had a whole new camera, whole new lens mount, and naturally whole new lenses to go with that lens mount. So I ended up getting the Z-mount 14 to 24mm lens, and that will be this one right here. And it is a lot smaller than the f-mount lens, and so I was looking for possible filter solutions for that. When I was doing so, I found the Nissi solution, which had a great adapter for this specific lens itself, as well as for their 100mm ND filters. So I ended up getting that, and you can see how it's a lot smaller than my Big Stop and Lee and filter attachments for the f-mount 14 to 24mm. So after using that for a number of years, I finally thought to myself, well, it would be great to have one filter solution for all of my lenses to cover all of my needs. Right now, I had 4 different lens or filter manufacturers, varying from screw-on filters to 100mm ND plates and so on and so forth, with varying degrees of quality between each of those filters. So I Googled around and came upon a Kickstarter project. Now I'm a big supporter of Kickstarter projects because I do feel like they can be quite innovative. They're very responsive to customer service, and on the occasion you get some great companies like Peak Design, which make quality products with great customer service all throughout their product ranges. So I came across this one company called Maven Filters. I had no idea who they were. I Googled around and noticed that the owner of that Maven Filters was Michael, and he had his own YouTube channel, and he was teaching photography and educating people about photography. So my assumption was that he was not happy with the available filter solutions at that time, so he ended up making his own line of filters. So naturally, I contacted Michael to see if he was going to make filters specific to the Nikon Z 14 to 24mm lens. And sure enough, he said yes, he will be making magnetic 112mm filters specific to the Nikon Z 14 to 24mm lens. And that is what I ended up backing. So I ended up getting the whole kit for it, and it's been phenomenal because all I have to do is take one of their lenses and stick it onto my lens just like that, and there you have it. That's all you really need to do, and I'm good to go just like that. Now I ended up getting the entire set of 3-stop, 6-stop, 10-stop, as well as their polarizer and splash guard, they've been phenomenal. It's been working like a charm, and I couldn't be happier with them. So now let's fast forward to a little bit later when he announced the second wave of filters that he was going to release on Kickstarter at that. So naturally I was very excited to see what that was all about, and this time he introduced a lot of creative filters. So I ended up getting some of these creative filters for the 82mm thread. Now I love these filters because they really can elevate your creativity in terms of your photography. So I ended up getting things like the gold plasma filter, as long with some of their mist filters as well, and their IR filters, as well as circular polarizers for the 82mm. And I love the fact that he also introduced back caps as well as front caps for the filters. So all I needed to do was stack all of my filters together, attach the back cap and front cap, and I can actually just stick this in my camera bag just like that, and as well as use one of their hard cases for the other ones that I have. Now pretty much these stay in my camera bag for whenever I go out shooting. So again, with these magnetic filters, all I have to do is just slap on the lens of my choice, just like that, take that off and put it back just like this, and now I'm ready to go. These are so much more compact than the solution I had before. Each one of these filters, I've found there's no issues with them whatsoever, and they are very high quality, and I love the fact that the edges for each of them are quite different. Many of the ND filters have notches in them, signifying how strong their NDs are. So you don't have to go searching for the imprint on the lens itself to figure out what strength of ND filter you are grabbing. Very convenient. Just at a quick glance, you'll be able to tell exactly what filters you have in front of you. So that's why I ended up choosing the Maven solution for all of my lenses, including the 14 to 24mm Z-mount lens. Now I'm curious which filter solution you have for your camera, or if you have any questions about Maven Filters, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll also leave a link to Maven Filters so that you can get more information on them in the description below as well. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.